Alright, gentlemen, down in there, that's the floppy drive controller board, and in the back here, that right there, that is the 50-pin header for the internal 8-inch disk drive. This edge connector here goes to the external disk drive port. This is the revised floppy controller, so it doesn't require termination on the internal drive. Alright, now the revised floppy controller, when I first got this machine, had these two 34-pin spots here that were not populated with headers, so I sucked the solder out of them and I soldered headers in. Alright, one for the external port, one for the internal port. And what those are for is for running what they call mini drives, which I assume are 5.25 inch drives. So the traces just pass through that 34-pin header, the pads for it, and onto the 50-pin connector. So my assumption is that the signals are largely, if not entirely, the same between the two. The 50-pin drives, the 8-inch disk drives, they do require the right head current to change depending on what track you're on, because the disks are so big. The velocity of the disc, increases as the head gets out towards the edge, and so I think the right current has to increase as you get out towards the outer tracks on the disc, but that's not the case with the smaller disk drives. So my assumption is that as long as we have an untwisted cable, which is what we have here, we ought to be able to plug in a Gotek with the FlashFloppy firmware flash to it, and hopefully, without any 50-pin to 34-pin converter, which I don't have one of, just using that built-in 34-pin header, hopefully we'll be able to mount 8-inch disk images using this FlashFloppy Gotek here. Everything's installed, and it's not going to work. I'll show you. We power the thing up, and it gives us the normal insert disk screen. Alright, and we can reset it, and it just keeps doing that. But if we look in the manual, there's a thing here about a jumper, an ABC jumper, that switches between the mini drive ready signal and the 8-inch drive ready signal. So let's pull that card. We're getting close. I didn't want to continue messing with this without filming this. So if it's just the drive ready signal that we need to switch here to make everything happy, it may boot after we switch that. Let me switch that jumper and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the jumper switched, and by the way, I also spliced in this extra power cable here that has a floppy type and a hard drive type Molex connector on it. The plan is to have a FlashFloppy permanently installed in this thing at some point. I'm not exactly sure where to put it, but we're going to need that cable when that happens anyway. So I've got the jumper switched now and the card reinstalled, so let's see what happens. I hope we don't smoke something here. So something different's happening. Oh shit, dude. The Gotek sought. It sought, dude. Oh shit. Oh shit. So it's bitching about a read error. Going up, it says to reboot. Okay. Now it's not seeking this time. I wonder what's going on here. Well, it tried to boot once. What the hell? Alright, so I'd spread the cards out into these other slots so that I'd have a little more room to fuck around with the floppy controller, and the manual says that those cards need to be in those particular slots right there. So I put them back there, and it's getting farther now. Let me show you. We power up. Now it's gonna, okay, and the Gotek seeks. It says that it's initializing, and then it goes to this screen right here, just a blank screen, and the Gotek doesn't seek anymore after that. It's just sitting there on track 2. So I don't know, maybe my disk image is fucked up. I'm gonna get some more disk images and see if something else will boot. Oh fuck, dude. It was just taking a long time. Oh shit, son. Oh shit, son. Look. It fucking booted, man. Yeah boy. Yeah boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Happy day. I'm gonna do a happy dance. Yes. Oh yes. Okay. Alright, I tried a couple of other diagnostic discs and I couldn't get them to boot, but I stuck in this disc that's supposed to have Scott Adams Adventure Games on it, and it did boot and gets as far as asking for the date, which is how it's supposed to work according to my understanding. Of course, the keyboard's not working. When you power it up, you can see the LEDs light for a second, but other than that, it doesn't do anything, even when you reset it. Nothing. So, I'm not surprised that the keyboard doesn't work. These have foam-filled foil key switches that are really shitty, and the foam breaks down and everything dies. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the keyboard. But anyway, yeah, this is not unexpected, and I'm quite pleased that shit seems to be happening now. And there's nothing, none of the keys are working. None of the keys are working at all. But I'll do that some other time. So, awesome. We are making progress. I appreciate y'all joining me, and I might pop in. There's the TRS 80 Trash Talk live stream podcast is tomorrow evening sometime. I might pop in on that if I think I can watch my mouth. I have trouble with my foul language in mixed company because I'm just used to saying whatever comes into my brain, you know, and it's not a good situation. So hopefully I can behave myself if I show up there. I don't know if I will or not. I haven't really made enough progress on this thing to have any, you know, like bragging rights or anything. It'd be nice to get to know some of those fellas better, but for now, I'm going to hit the sack. See you all next time. Auspicious day, my friends. We're getting somewhere. Hell yeah.